I welcome you back to this wonderful session, the Christmas edition of Formulae, Stoichiometry and Mole concepts. This is the Christmas edition of Formulae, Stoichiometry and Mole concept. Hope you are enjoying it. So we had stopped on item what? We had stopped on item 6. Now we are proceeding with the item. Item 7. Item 7 says that a chemical investor intends to set up a small-scale production facility using glucose derived from locally sourced raw materials. Producing a useful organic liquid. So glucose is producing a useful organic liquid. This is the equation which we have. So this is our glucose, the reactant. Producing this liquid, you can see from the equation that this compound has L, the organic liquid. It is the organic liquid which the item stipulates, then plus carbon dioxide. So that is the organic liquid. Ethanol, in particular, it is ethanol. Therefore, what do they want? They are driven by potential market for the organic product. They have conducted preliminary laboratory scale experiments and need to know the mass of organic product that can be produced from 0.5 kilograms. So we are given 0.5 kilograms, 0.5 kilograms of glucose. Yeah, hope recall that in chemistry, we operate with mass in grams. Therefore, if we have 0.5 kilograms of glucose, we shall have to first convert this to grams to deal with it properly. The results obtained can enable them to scale up to the target production. So you have been invited to offer guidance. Calculate the mass of the organic product. Recall that the organic product is ethanol. This is our equation. We have the reactant glucose producing ethanol. So 1 mole, you can see that here we have nothing. There is a silent one. 1 mole produces 2 moles. Therefore, going directly to where we have our response to the item. So this is item 7. So we are given mass. We shall use mass of glucose to obtain. What do they want? They want mass of the organic liquid. They want mass of ethanol. So we shall convert mass of glucose to moles of glucose. Then we use the equation and the calculated moles of glucose to obtain moles of ethanol. Then we shall convert moles of ethanol to mass of ethanol. So we start with dealing with the mass of glucose. It has been given as 0.5 kilograms. We operate in chemistry, we operate with the mass in grams. Therefore, we convert the 0.5 kilograms to grams. What do we use? We very well know that from mathematics that 1 kilogram accounts for 1,000 grams. So if 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams, therefore 0.5 kilograms will be equal to 0.5 times 1,000. Times 1,000. And calculating this, we obtain 500 grams of glucose. So we have mass of glucose as 500 grams. We convert 500 grams to moles. What do we use? Number of moles is equal to mass of glucose over molar mass of glucose. So mass is 500. Then molar mass, to calculate molar mass, we use information which is provided on carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. From the information, this information is always attached to that item in particular or to the front page of the question paper. So C use 12, capital H is 1, capital O is 16. So we shall have 12 times 6. 12, that is for carbon, but there are 6 of them. Then plus 1 times 12. H is 1. 1 is for H, but there are 12 of them. Then plus 16 times 6. 16 is for oxygen, but there are 6 of them. Therefore, we shall obtain 500 over 180, and this gives 2.778 moles of glucose. So we have moles of glucose. We convert these moles. We use these moles. We use moles of glucose from our pathway. We use moles of glucose to obtain moles of glucose. They are here. We use moles of glucose to obtain moles of ethanol and the given equation. So we apply the concept of mole ratio. We compare reaction ratio of glucose to ethanol. From the given equation, what does the equation say? The equation says that, maybe to take you back to our equation, the equation says that, I hope you are seeing that 1 glucose produces 2 moles of ethanol. So the reaction ratio now is 1 to 2. Now, since the reaction ratio is 1 to 2, we substitute in those details. Substitute in those details. We substitute in. So substituting in those details, this is what we shall have. The ratio is 1 to 2. So 1 mole produces 2 moles. Then what of the 2.778 moles? 78 moles. So if 1 produces 2, then 2.778 moles will produce 2 over 1 times 2.778. And this gives 5.5556 moles of ethanol. So we convert these moles to mass. So number of moles, to convert from moles to mass, we use number of moles is equal to mass of ethanol over molar mass of ethanol. So the moles, we have them, we have the moles, we have calculated them. We want mass, and the molar mass can be obtained. So the moles are 5.5556 equal to mass, which I want to find, over molar mass. Molar mass, I think I skipped something here. So this 46 you are seeing, it is obtained from molar mass of ethanol. As in C, you recall that C was given as 12. C was given as 12. So we shall have 12 C, but there are 2 of them. So 12 times 2, then plus next we have capital H. Capital H is 1, but there are 5 of them. So 1 times 5, then plus capital O follows. Capital O is here. Capital O is 16. Capital O is 16. Then plus capital H. Capital H is 1. So this is what we have. 12 times 2, that is 24. So we have 24. Then plus 1 times 5. 1 times 5, that is 5. Then 16 plus 1, that is 17. 17. So summing this information up, 24 plus 5 plus 17, we obtain 46. That's why here you are seeing 46. Hope you've appreciated where 46 comes from. So since you've seen very well where 46 comes from, we can proceed with our calculation. So making mass the subject, we shall have mass equals 46 times 5.5556, and this gives 255.6 grams of ethanol. This is approach 1 to item 7. The technical approach to item 7, we use the given equation directly. What does the equation stipulate? The equation stipulates that 1 mole of glucose produces 2 moles of ethanol. So 1 mole of glucose produces 2 moles of ethanol. So we are given mass of glucose. We are given mass of glucose. Therefore, here, since we have 1 mole, 1 mole is equivalent to molar mass. Then here we have 2 moles. We want mass of glucose. So 2 moles, still we are going to substitute molar mass. So 1 mole of glucose, this is the same as molar mass, 12 times 6 plus 1 times 12 plus 16 times 6. That mass of glucose produces, now here we have 2 moles. 2 moles, not 2 mole. 2 moles of ethanol. Recall that 1 mole of ethanol is molar mass. So if we have 2 moles, then we are going to multiply with a 2. So we put a 2 and open our brackets. C is 12, so we have 12 times 2 plus 1 times 5 plus 16 plus 1. Grams of glucose. Then we compute. This gives 180 grams of glucose produced. Then this information for ethanol gives 92 grams of ethanol. So 180 grams of glucose produce 92 grams of ethanol. What of 1 gram of glucose? 1 gram of glucose produces, if 180 produces 92, 1 gram will produce 92 over 180. Then what of the 500 grams in question? The 500 grams of glucose will produce 92